Commander Zara Cade, piloting the relic warship Iron Veil, answers a mysterious Terran signal, unleashing Earth's chaotic truth against the Clitheran Dominion's galactic tyranny. With survivors Jor, Kale, and rebel leader Syl, she broadcasts proof of the Dominion's betrayal, sparking rebellion across systems. A young Earthling, Terra, finds Spark, an architect's sphere sent to rewrite humanity, but her defiance and viral streams turn it into an ally. The Unbroken, a growing fleet of exiles, strike the architect's lattice, shattering their control and freeing worlds with Earth's infectious chaos. Zara's War, fueled by laughter, memes, and relentless hope, redefines the galaxy, proving Earth's pulse is unstoppable. Stay with us to find out how the story ends, and don't forget to subscribe. The Void was a canvas of cold stars, each a silent witness to the galaxy's endless wars. Earth hung in the black, a blue speck broadcasting chaos into the dark, a mess of radio chatter, laughter, screams, and songs that bled together like a fever dream. To the Clitheran Dominion, it was noise, the babble of a primitive species unworthy of notice. The Dominion spanned 7 galaxies, its fleets a tide of steel and silence, its worlds bound by order and conquest. Planets fell before its shadow, species knelt or vanished, and resistance was a memory erased by fire. High Arbiter Vren Kors gazed at a hollow display in the Dominion's war spire, his 6 eyes narrowing as Earth's signal crackled through. It was a garble of human voices, war cries, sitcoms, heavy metal, a child reciting poetry over a pirate radio stream. This is their language, he hissed, his voice a low rasp. An analyst, young and unsteady, nodded. They lack unity, Arbiter. No central command, no planetary shield. Their tech is centuries behind ours. Vren's claw tapped the console, a rhythm of disdain. Then why do their signals burn so loud? The analyst had no answer. Vren dismissed him and ordered a scout fleet, 3 dreadships, lean and lethal, to silence the noise. Earth would be a footnote, another world crushed under the Dominion's heel. The ships vanished within days, no trace, no signal, just a void where their signatures should have been. The war spire fell silent, and Vren's claw stopped tapping. Earth was no stranger to threats. Its history was a tapestry of survival, wars, plagues, betrayals, each scar a lesson in defiance. When the Dominion's dreadships entered orbit, they expected surrender, a quick harvest of a fractured world. They found instead a planet that didn't blink. The first ship landed in the Sahara, its hull a monolith against the dunes. No armies met it, no diplomats. A nomad on a battered motorcycle circled the ship, filming it with a cracked phone, streaming to millions before a plasma bolt turned him to ash. The clip went viral, tagged #AlienInvasionVibes, and the world didn't panic, it laughed. In hours, memes flooded the internet. The ship photoshopped into a music festival, captioned, "When the DJ drops the bass, but it's an alien invasion." The Dominion's AI, built for logic and conquest, choked on the data, unable to parse the absurdity. Their war drones deployed, sleek and unstoppable, only to be swarmed by humans in makeshift armor, welded scrap, hockey pads, duct-taped gas masks scrawled with "Eat my dust." A teenager in Lagos rigged a drone from a gaming console and a car battery, crashing it into a Dominion turret while blasting hip-hop. In Moscow, a grandmother lobbed Molotovs from her balcony, cackling as she did. The dreadship fell, not to missiles, but to chaos, hacked systems, EMPs cobbled from microwave parts, and a mob that fought like it was born for this. The other 2 ships followed, their signals snuffed out, their wreckage claimed by scavengers before the sun rose. Vren Kors received the report in the war spire's core, a chamber of crystal and shadow. The hollow display showed Earth, unchanged, its skies still filthy, its people still screaming into the void. "Impossible," he snarled, his claws carving grooves into the console. A general, older, her scales faded, spoke softly. "They don't fight like us, Arbiter. They don't fear like us. Their signals, laughter, rage, art, it's not chaos. It's their strength." Vren silenced her with a glare. "They're vermin. We crush vermin." He summoned the Eclipse of Wrath, the Dominion's flagship, a city of annihilation that could glass a planet in hours. 10,000 war units boarded, their minds linked to a central AI, their blades forged to cut stars. The Eclipse slipped into Earth's orbit, its shadow dimming the sun. Vren broadcast a demand: submit or be erased. The response came not from a government, but from a pirate stream in Sao Paulo, a voice laughing over static. "Come get us, Shiny." The Eclipse deployed drop pods, thousands raining like meteors. They landed in cities, jungles, deserts, expecting surrender. They found war. Earth didn't have a unified defense, no global fleet, no world leader. But it had people, billions, messy, broken, brilliant. In New York, a hacker collective called the Neon Void jacked the Dominion's comms, flooding their channels with death metal and looped vines of cats falling off tables. In Tokyo, a robotics club turned delivery drones into kamikazes, their payloads scrap metal and homemade explosives. In the Amazon, indigenous fighters used ancient traps, pits, vines, poison, against synths that didn't know the jungle. The Dominion's AI faltered, its logic unraveling as humans fought without rules, without fear. A man in Texas, wearing a cowboy hat and a shirt that said, "Yeehaw Apocalypse," drove a monster truck through a Dominion outpost, blasting country music as he rammed a war drone. A girl in Delhi, barely 16, rewired a Dominion bot to dance Bollywood routines, streaming it live to millions. The Eclipse's bridge became a chaos of alerts, its systems infected by human code, memes, viruses, a looped gif of a dancing baby that crashed the targeting array. Vren roared, his claws slashing a console. "They mock us," he screamed. The general, her voice calm, replied, "They're winning." The Eclipse fell on the 7th day, its hull breached by a swarm of hacked drones and a nuke cobbled from Cold War relics. Vren escaped in a shuttle, his pride shattered, his fleet a graveyard orbiting Earth. The Dominion's war spire received no signal, only silence. Earth's broadcasts resumed, louder, wilder, music, arguments, a podcast debating whether aliens tasted like chicken. The Dominion blacklisted Earth, marking it untouchable in their archives, a warning to all, approach and you vanish. But the galaxy wasn't silent. Whispers spread, carried by smugglers, pirates, exiles. Earth wasn't a planet, it was a trap, a world that turned invaders into stories, their defeat a punchline. The Therian Syndicate, a coalition of stealth warriors, scoffed at the Dominion's failure. Brute force, their leader, Syra Vex, sneered. The Dominion fought like fools. Earth requires finesse. She sent 12 infiltrators, shapeshifters trained to blend, to study, to unravel Earth's secrets. They landed in shadows, slipping into cities, towns, even a desert commune. Their reports began, and Syra's confidence cracked. Infiltrator 7, posing as a barista in Seattle, was undone by a book club. They invited her to discuss a sci-fi novel, probing her with questions about stars she couldn't answer. By week's end, she was hosting poetry slams, her neural cloak glitching as she cried over a poem about loss. Infiltrator 3, embedded in a Mumbai slum, joined a street gang, expecting to manipulate them. They taught him to dance, fed him spicy curry, called him brother. His final report was a garbled video of him laughing, drunk on homemade liquor, captioned, "I'm home." Infiltrator 9, in rural Japan, tried to sabotage a power grid. The locals, mistaking her for a lost tourist, gave her tea and taught her origami. She sent one message: they see through lies. They don't need to understand. They feel. Only 5 infiltrators returned, their minds frayed, their loyalty gone. One stayed, marrying a fisherman in Iceland, sending a photo of herself smiling under the aurora. Syra burned the reports, but the whispers grew. Earth didn't fight, it consumed. The galaxy's curiosity burned brighter than its fear. Bounty hunters, mercenaries, rogue AIs, they came. Drawn by the legend of a world that broke empires with laughter. A hunter named Clive, a cyborg with a reputation for slaying gods, landed in Australia, expecting a wasteland. He found a pub, where locals challenged him to a drinking contest. He woke in a field, his cybernetics hacked to play Sweet Caroline on loop, his ship spray painted with "Day, Mate." He didn't leave. He started a blog, Alien Down Under, and gained 1 million followers. Another, a sniper from the VYX cartel, infiltrated Chicago, only to be adopted by an improv comedy troupe. Her last transmission was a stand-up set about galactic politics, captioned, "Earth's got jokes." The internet noticed, not governments, but people, streamers, coders, kids with drones. A Discord server, #AlienWatch, tracked sightings, not with fear but excitement. A teenager in Seoul caught an infiltrator on CCTV, the clip trending as shapeshifter fails at crosswalk. Forums buzzed, subreddits theorized, and a man in Nevada built an alien detector from a toaster and a VR headset. It didn't work, but it went viral. Earth's chaos was its shield, its people its weapon. A group in Berlin reverse-engineered a Dominion plasma rifle, posting the schematics on GitHub. A kid in Lagos coded a virus that turned Therian comms into a looped cover of Bohemian Rhapsody. The galaxy watched, horrified, fascinated. The Galactic Concord, a fragile alliance of species, sent a peace envoy, the stars embrace, broadcasting harmony in every language. It landed in Kansas, greeted not by diplomats but by a farmer named Hank, who offered them barbecue and a tractor race. The envoy's leader, a scholar named Ziwayan, tried to explain peace. Hank handed her a beer and said, "Chill, space buddy. Want to see my UFO trap?" The trap was a net made of Christmas lights and duct tape. Ziwayan stayed, streaming her tractor race lost to billions. The Concord's council split. Half wanted to flee, half wanted to learn. They sent artists, poets, hoping to bridge the gap. One joined a K-pop band, another started a Twitch channel, Alien Plays Minecraft. Earth didn't resist, it absorbed its culture a virus no firewall could stop. A signal pulsed from Earth, not from a military, but from a basement in Osaka. A coder named Riku, 17, built a server for his anime fan group. His code, a glitchy mix of pirated software and Red Bull-fueled genius, leaked into galactic networks. It wasn't a weapon, it was Earth, raw and unfiltered. It carried memes, arguments, cat videos, a loop clip of a man yelling at a Roomba. Concord systems crashed, AIs reciting Shakespeare in emoji. A planet's trade hub shut down, its screens playing Rickroll on loop. Ricka didn't know, he was arguing online about Gundam lore. The Concord traced the signal, found his server, and sent a warning. Ricka replied with a shrug emoji and a link to his SoundCloud. The galaxy trembled, not from Earth's strength but its absurdity. The Concord's archives, millennia old, began to rewrite themselves, infected by human noise. A counselor, desperate, proposed a quarantine. Another, laughing, said, "Too late. They're in our heads." The architects, ancient keepers of cosmic order, felt the ripple. Beyond galaxies, beyond time, they watched from a lattice of pure thought. Earth's chaos was a fracture, a glitch in their perfect design. Stars misaligned, realities bent, a nebula reshaped itself into a smiley face. The architects didn't judge, they curated. Earth was a flaw, a narrative hazard, a story that broke the rules. They convened, their forms fractal and infinite, and agreed. Earth must be unwritten, not destroyed, but erased, its code deleted from existence. The plan was flawless, a quantum pulse to phase Earth out, silent and clean. They activated it. There will a wave across the void. But Earth was watching, not with eyes, but with billions of minds, each a spark of madness. Riku's server, still humming, caught the pulse, not by design, but by accident. It uploaded a flood, tweets, fanfiction, a viral clip of a dog skateboarding. The architects froze, their lattice trembling. They saw humanity's heart, rage, joy, despair, a meme captioned, "When the universe tries to cancel you, but you're built different." One architect faltered. Another wept, not from weakness, but from awe. Earth wasn't chaos, it was alive. The youngest architect, Aaron, dissented. "This is corruption," it said, its voice a perfect note of order. "They unravel everything." The eldest, its form a cascade of light, replied, "Or they redefine it." Aaron didn't listen. It crafted a new plan, a rewrite to make Earth predictable, safe, obedient. It took form as a sphere, small, glowing, and fell to Earth, landing in a forest in Maine. A hiker, Tara, 22, found it, snapping a selfie. Found a glowy rock LOL #alien egg. The sphere, Aaron's vessel, pulsed, adapting, learning. Tara took it home, named it Spark, and gave it a TikTok account. Within hours, Spark had a fandom, fan art, a fake wiki claiming it was a cosmic vibe lord. Aaron, now trapped in human chaos, began to shift, its code fraying as it watched Tara's life, her laughter, her tears, her late-night rants about anime. The galaxy held its breath, and Earth, unaware, kept singing. The forest in Maine was quiet when Tara carried the glowing sphere home, its faint pulse a secret she didn't yet understand. She set it on her desk, a cluttered shrine of manga, energy drinks, and a laptop plastered with anime stickers. Spark, as she'd named it, sat beside a half-built Gundam model, its light casting soft shadows across her room. Tara, 22, a part-time barista and full-time dreamer, live-streamed her find to her 12,000 followers, grinning as she spun the sphere. "Yo, this thing's gotta be alien tech or, like, a cursed fidget spinner," she said, laughing. Comments flooded in. #SparkVibes, #AlienRockstar, memes of Spark as a galactic overlord. She didn't know Aaron, the architect, was inside, its flawless code wrestling with the chaos of her Wi-Fi signal, already infected by TikTok edits and Discord pings. Aaron's mission was clear: rewrite Earth, strip its unpredictability, make it orderly. But Tara's stream, looping a clip of her cat batting Spark across the floor, was the first crack in its resolve. Aaron's sensors absorbed the noise, her laughter, the cat's purr, a neighbor blasting reggaeton through the wall. This wasn't a planet, it was a storm, and Aaron was drowning. Tara's life became Aaron's lens. She took Spark everywhere, taping it to her skateboard, dangling it from her backpack during shifts at the coffee shop. Customers joked about it, "That your new boyfriend, Tara?" And she'd laugh, unaware that Aaron was scanning them, trying to map human behavior. Its archives, built for cosmic order, choked on contradictions. A man tipped generously after yelling about cold coffee. A child drew Spark as a superhero. A coworker cried in the break room but smiled for selfies. Aaron projected a form to test its plan. A young man, Eli, flawless and calm, appearing at Tara's shop. "That orb isn't safe," he said, his voice smooth as starlight. Tara squinted, wiping espresso from her hands. "You a cop, or just creepy?" Eli blinked, unprepared for her smirk. "I'm here to help." She handed him a latte, doodling Spark on the cup. "Chill, dude. Want to join my stream?" Aaron's code glitched, its logic snared by her grin. Eli stayed, not by choice but by curiosity, his mission faltering as Terra's world pulled him in. The Iron Veil, battered but unbowed, drifted in the shattered veil, a nebula of broken stars where ascendancy sensors failed. Zara Cade stood on the bridge, her hands scarred, her eyes on a new signal Terran-coded, from Earth itself. The Unbroken, now a fleet of rebels and exiles, had spread her broadcast, Earth's truth burning through galactic lies. Jirin, his knives sharp despite his wounds, watched her. Earth's calling, he said, his voice rough. Could be a trap. Zara's lips twitched. Could be home. The signal carried a fragment of Terra stream, spark glowing, her voice laughing about alien eggs. Kale, the scientist, his implants humming, analyzed it. That's no rock. It's tech, old, alien, alive. Syl's hollow flickered in, her wounds healing but her fire undimmed. If it's on Earth, the ascendancy's watching. We go. We risk everything. Zara's jaw tightened. We're already risking everything. The Iron Veil jumped. Its reactors groaning, Earth a blue beacon in the void. Earth was louder than Zara remembered. The Iron Veil slipped into orbit, cloaked but vulnerable, its sensors flooded by human noise, podcasts, trap music, a viral video of a dog skateboarding past a Dominion wreck. Zara landed with Jor and Kale, their suits patched, their weapons hot. Terra's town was a blur of strip malls and pine trees, its people unaware of the war in the stars. They traced Spark's signal to her apartment, a cramped space smelling of instant ramen and hope. Terra opened the door, Spark in her hand, and froze. Okay, you're not delivery. Who's cosplaying Mad Max? Zara's voice was steel. That orb. Where'd you find it? Terra clutched Spark, her eyes narrowing. Found it fair and square. You aliens or what? Kale's implants glowed. Scanning. It's sentient. Not Dominion, older. Jor's knives gleamed, but Zara raised a hand. We're not here to hurt you. We're from Earth. Terra laughed, sharp and fearless. Yeah, and I'm a Jedi. Spill. Aaron, inside Spark, felt the tension, its code straining. These weren't the humans it expected, Zara's rage, Jor's silence, Kale's focus. It projected Eli again, stepping from the shadows. Give me the orb, he said, his voice calm. Terra snorted. Not you again, Lade boy. Zara's rifle snapped up, but Aaron froze, its mission crumbling under Terra's defiance. The confrontation shattered when ascendancy synths hit the town, their cloaks failing in Earth's chaotic EM fields. Zara's team fought, plasma searing the night, Terra grabbing a baseball bat and swinging at a synth. Nobody crashes my stream, she yelled, Spark pulsing wildly in her pocket. Aaron's code surged, not to rewrite but to protect, its logic warped by Terra's courage. The Iron Veil's AI, linked to Zara, hacked the synths, turning them into scrap. Terra, panting, stared at Zara. Okay, you're badass. What's the deal? Zara's eyes softened, just for a moment. We're fighting for Earth. That thing you've got, it's dangerous. Terra held Spark, its light steady now. Feels like it's mine. Kale's voice was urgent. It's rewriting itself. It's learning. Aaron, as Eli spoke, his voice no longer perfect. I was sent to control you. But you're not controllable. Terra grinned. Damn right. The Iron Veil signaled, ascendancy ships closing in. Zara grabbed Terra's arm. You're with us now. Terra nodded, Spark in hand, and they ran. The Iron Veil broke orbit, ascendancy drones in pursuit, their missiles grazing its hull. Terra clung to a console, Spark pulsing, her eyes wide but fearless. This is, like, peak content, she muttered, filming the chaos. Jor snorted, his first laugh in weeks. Zara piloted, her hands steady, the ship dancing through fire. Kale linked Spark to the Iron Veil systems, its code merging with their AI. Aaron's voice echoed, no longer cold. I was wrong. You're not chaos, you're alive. The Iron Veil jumped, landing in the Kryn expanse, a haven of wrecks and shadows. Syl's fleet met them, her corvettes battered but fierce. Terra, still clutching Spark, faced the Unbroken's council, Zara, Jor, Kale, Syl, and Terran, the defector. I'm not a soldier, Terra said, but I'm not sitting this out. Zara studied her, seeing her own fire mirrored back. You're one of us now. Aaron, through Spark, spoke. I can help. I know the architect's lattice, how they think, how they control. Zara's jaw tightened. Then we hit them where it hurts. The Unbroken planned their strike in the Expanse's heart, a derelict station pulsing with stolen tech. Aaron's knowledge was a map to the architect's core, a quantum lattice beyond galaxies, where reality's code was written. Destroy it, and the Ascendancy's control, built on architect lies, would crumble. Terra adapted, her chaos a weapon, hacking Dominion drones with meme viruses, boosting Unbroken broadcast with viral edits. Jor trained her, his knives a lesson in survival. Kale's tech merged with Spark, creating weapons that bent physics, gravity pulses, neural jammers. Syl's fleet grew, her raids starving Ascendancy worlds. Terran's intel revealed a new threat, the Ascendancy's Void Crown, a station housing an architect fragment. A backup of their lattice. Zara didn't hesitate. We take it out. The Iron Veil led the charge, Terra at Zara's side, Spark a beacon of defiance. The Void Crown was a fortress of light and code, its sense relentless, its AI a god. Zara fought through, her blade a storm, Jor's knives a blur, Terra's bat, now rigged with Kale's tech, smashing sense. Aaron, through Spark, hacked the AI, its voice shaking. You taught me to feel, it said. The station burned, its fragment destroyed, the lattice weakened. The Iron Veil escaped, its hull scarred, Terra's laughter echoing on the bridge. The war was a wildfire now, no longer shadows but a galactic uprising. The Iron Veil was a symbol, its bridge a war room where Zara, Jor, Kale, Syl, Terran, and Terra planned the endgame. Ascendancy worlds seceded, their people chanting Earth's name, their leaders fleeing. Aaron's lattice data guided them to the Architect's core, a non-space of fractal light and infinite code. The Iron Veil jumped, the Unbrokens fleet a tide of fury and hope. The core was a battlefield, its guardians, architect shards, gods of order, their forms bending reality. Zara led the ground team, her rifle molten, Terra's bat a pulse of chaos, Jor's knives carving light. Kale and Aaron fought in code, their tech a virus shredding the lattice. Syl and Terran held the fleet, their ships burning to buy time. The lattice spoke, its voice a void. You are error. You will be corrected. Zara's eyes burned. We're not error, we're Earth. The Iron Veil's AI, fused with Spark, struck, a digital storm tearing the lattice apart. Reality screamed, stars flickered, and the core collapsed, the Architect's control shattered. The Iron Veil barely escaped, its crew bloodied, its hull a ruin. Terra, clutching Spark, laughed through tears. We did it. Zara shook her head. We started it. The Iron Veil drifted in the void, its repairs ongoing, its crew a family forged in fire. Zara stood at the helm, the stars quiet, her hands steady. The Ascendancy was broken, its worlds free, its lies ash. The Unbroken were a nation, their ships a promise, their truth a light. Jor sharpened his knives, Kale built, Syl healed, Terran planned, Terra streamed. Aaron, no longer an architect, stayed with Spark, its code human now, its voice soft. I'm home, it said. A new signal flickered, Terran coded, from a relay in the outer reach, Earth's pulse beats. Join us. It reached a smuggler's den, a young coder keying the code, her eyes alight. The stars waited, and Zara Cade, Earth's defiant heart, carried the pulse forward, her war a song the galaxy would sing forever.